Welcome to the Historical Photos channel. Subscribe now and dive into history with rare photos and stories you won't want to miss. In 1961, Major Eric Bonde was ambushed in the Congo, shot twice, with wounds on his arm and chest. This attack reflects the violence that marked peace missions and conflicts across the African continent during the 1960s. In 1938, a mental hospital in the Netherlands used the lunatic's chair as a punishment for badly behaved patients. This controversial device reflects old practices in mental health treatment, far from today's standards of care and dignity. In the 18th century, some torture masks were used as a form of severe punishment. They restricted movement and caused extreme discomfort, with some even leading to blindness. These devices reflected the harsh disciplinary methods of the time. In 1938, a Mississippi River diver used a makeshift helmet made from an old car's gas tank. With creativity and limited resources, these divers searched for pearls at the river's bottom, an adventurous yet valuable trade of the time. In 1945, Italy, a soldier sprays a mixture of DDT and kerosene to combat malaria during World War II. At the time, DDT was widely used to control disease-carrying insects, applied in high-risk areas to protect both troops and civilians. In 1962, at Piggly Wiggly in Encino, California, cashiers served customers in one of the supermarkets that revolutionized self-service shopping in the U.S. The chain pioneered the modern grocery store concept, allowing customers to select their own items from the shelves. In 1903, in India, a team of 20 women worked on building the Darjeeling Highway. Using heavy manual rollers, they leveled the road, crucial for transportation in the mountainous region. This work was part of major infrastructure projects of the time. Violet Jessup, a stewardess and nurse, survived 3 maritime disasters. She was on the Titanic when it sank in 1912, the Britannic in 1916, and the Olympic during a collision. Her remarkable story earned her the nickname the Unsinkable Lady. In 1910, workers transported wine casks across the ice from Lake Erie Islands to mainland Ohio. This challenging method was essential for keeping trade flowing during harsh winters, using the frozen waters as a transport route. In the 1970s, at Coney Island, an unusual sight, a baby on a roller coaster. It was a different time when safety rules were far from what they are today. This image captures a moment that would be unthinkable now, showing how standards and risk awareness have evolved over time. In 1902, at Jefferson Medical College in Philadelphia, medical students gathered in the dissecting room to deepen their knowledge of anatomy. Hands-on study was essential for medical training at the time, reflecting the teaching methods of the early 20th century. English has changed dramatically over the past 1,000 years, evolving from nearly unrecognizable Old English to the global language we know today. Shifts in grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation reflect cultural and historical influences. Rainier Beer had highlighting it as beneficial to young and old in the early 1900s. The campaign reflects the views of the time on alcoholic beverages, promoting a healthy lifestyle for all ages. During World War I, German soldiers sing around a Christmas tree on the Eastern Front. This moment of temporary camaraderie contrasted with the brutality of the conflict, showing a brief emotional respite amidst the war. In 1956, at Camp Pendleton, giant M23 and M24 rifles were used as training tools for soldiers. These models were adapted to help with military tactics training, providing a more practical and visual experience of handling the weapons. In the late 1800s, the Salvation Army provided coffin beds for those in need. For 4 pence a night, people received a bed with a tarpaulin as a blanket. This service aimed to offer shelter to the homeless during a time of great poverty. This 1st century Roman ring features a holographic-like image of Titus Gemello, son of Abutia Quarta. He passed away at 18, and the ring was a form of tribute and remembrance, a true relic that connects ancient Roman history to our modern understanding of funerary art. In 1876, during Guy Fawkes Night, a street procession took over the streets of England. Celebrating the failure of the 1605 plot, people carried fireworks and effigies of Guy Fawkes. This tradition, marked by the burning of effigies, remains an important part of British culture. John Kitts, the last Revolutionary War soldier, is seen here at 105 years old. Born in 1761, he was just 14 in 1776 and lived to 108, passing away in 1870. His longevity and connection to history make him a unique figure. The 2nd century colossal statue of Mars displays incredible detail, especially in the calce, the Roman sandals. Every element reflects the artistic skill of ancient Rome, highlighting Mars's importance as a central figure in mythology and military life. In 1890, this cowboy was captured in a rare moment of rest in Montana. The image conveys the hard and solitary life of cowboys at the time, showing a peaceful moment amidst the harsh work on the ranch. In the 1940s, a crew member serviced the .50 caliber Browning machine guns inside a ball turret, a challenging task due to the cramped space. This photo captures the intensity and danger of aerial warfare, where every movement counted for survival. In 1870 in Egypt, a 19th century amusement ride provided entertainment for locals and visitors. This type of ride, uncommon at the time, offered a unique experience that blended fun and innovation, representing the spirit of the era. In 1932, passengers board a Pan Am Sikorsky S-40, one of the first commercial seaplanes offering international flights. With its impressive design and major innovation for the time, it symbolized the future of air travel and the progress of aviation. In 1911, an adorable scene shows a cat drinking from a bottle. Simple moments like this remind us how the presence of cats makes the world a more charming and graceful place. In the 1870s, a steam-powered robot was attached to a wheeled cart. This pioneering invention reflected the technological advances of the time and futuristic imagination as early attempts at automation took shape. Dina Sanichar, known as the Feral Boy, was found living among wolves in a cave in India in the 1860s. When rescued in the 1890s, he was completely isolated from human society, reflecting a rare case of instinctual human behavior. In 1946, the lipstick killer left a message written on a wall after committing a crime. This case became infamous due to the brutality of the crime and how the killer communicated with authorities, making it one of the most shocking criminal cases in history. During World War I, British forces used a special gauntlet with a steel blade built into it, designed for close combat. The combination of protection and weapon made it a unique and effective tool for soldiers in direct combat. The Horse Guards building, built in the 1750s, is famous for housing the cavalry responsible for guarding Whitehall. Since 1660, horses have been part of the site's security, marking a tradition that has lasted for centuries. Sherman's troops in 1864 were on the move, transporting ammunition as they left Fort McAllister in Savannah, Georgia. This moment is part of Sherman's famous march during the American Civil War. The first Rockefeller Christmas tree was set up in 1931, but the first official tree lighting took place 2 years later. This event would become an annual tradition, attracting millions of visitors from around the world. In the 1940s, the spirit of mutual help was a defining feature of the time. In this photo, we see an example of a man helping his brother, highlighting the importance of solidarity and support during challenging times. In 1921, a stuntman showed incredible courage by jumping from a height into a moving car, a remarkable feat for the time. This scene reflects the boldness and pioneering spirit of early action films. In the 1930s, the Miss Lovely Eyes contest awarded women with the most beautiful eyes, a reflection of beauty competitions at the time, where aesthetic standards were celebrated, especially focusing on features like eyes, which were highlighted in entertainment media. In the early 1900s, Detroit's Funhouse provided visitors with a unique entertainment experience, featuring distorting mirrors and surprising attractions. The venue reflected the charm and fun of fairs and amusement parks of the time, creating unforgettable moments for families. In the late 1800s in rural China, women and children carried heavy baskets of tea across challenging terrain and long distances. This tradition was vital to the local economy, showcasing resilience and dedication to the tea culture that permeated everyday life. In 1924, workers tightened rivets during the construction of the Holland Tunnel in New York. This massive project, essential for connecting Manhattan to New Jersey, was one of the greatest engineering feats of its time, challenging the skills of workers and the durability of construction techniques. A terracotta warrior was found completely intact, revealing impressive details, such as the texture of the 2,200-year-old shoe. This discovery highlights the remarkable craftsmanship of ancient Chinese artisans and the outstanding preservation of these historical figures. In the 1920s, the United States-Mexico border looked very different from today. Without modern barriers, the area was characterized by a more open connection, reflecting the tensions and interactions of the time, before the major political and social changes that would come in the following decades. In 1958, restorers worked to preserve Stonehenge, one of the world's greatest archaeological mysteries. The stones were carefully and meticulously restored to prevent further damage, maintaining the historical integrity of this iconic British monument. The Shigir idol, carved 11,500 years ago, is the world's oldest wooden sculpture. Discovered in Russia, this artifact from the Holocene period reveals not only artistic skills, but also insights into the life and beliefs of prehistoric peoples. In 1943, during World War II, Australian soldiers celebrated Christmas in New Guinea with a few drinks. Even amidst the conflict, they found a moment of camaraderie, symbolizing the spirit of unity and resilience in the face of adversity. In 1943, during the Battle of Stalingrad, a Soviet soldier guards a German POW. The image reflects the brutal conflict between Axis forces and the Allies, symbolizing the tensions and human cost of one of the bloodiest battles of World War II. In the 1960s, TV logos were physical objects, often displayed in studios as part of the channel's visual identity. This was a hallmark of the pre-digital era, before animated logos and screen transitions became commonplace. In 1951, during the Korean War, a tank got stranded while trying to cross the Pukin River. After the incident, it was towed to safety, highlighting the challenges troops faced in difficult terrain. In the 1940s, a Spitfire pilot prepares for a mission during World War II in England. The aircraft, a symbol of British resistance, was crucial in defending the country against Nazi air raids. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like to support our work. I separated 2 videos for you to continue diving into the story. See you in the next video.